Keith from iRepair Autos, and this is a special alert video that I'm bringing to you today. I just had to get this video to you as soon as possible. You're gonna see a lot of vehicles, Mercedes, all sorts. Just not Mercedes alone, but since I specialize in Mercedes, I want to talk about the Mercedes for a minute. You're gonna see a lot of these vehicles coming off of and out of areas that have been flooded. Texas, areas like Florida that were in the hurricane. These cars are going to look perfect. They're going to look clean. They're going to have low miles, but they're coming from these areas that were flooded and or in storms. And I warn you, please, if you're going to be buying a vehicle in the next couple of weeks to 6 months to a year, just make sure that you're doing your due diligence on these cars and running their VINs, seeing where they were previously registered. And I would advise you strongly not to buy any used vehicles coming from these areas. You've seen in some of my other videos, like my amplifier repair video, where the amplifier is down beneath the floorboard, under the carpet, way down in the belly or the bottom of the vehicle rather. And this is just one component, the sound amplifier for your radio. This is a $1,500 plus electronic component that once it's wet, even though it's functioning today, over the period of time will corrode out and stop working. Now, that's just one component in the vehicle that is beneath the floor, which will definitely get wet. You have your SAM module, your SOS module, there are various computer sensors, there are your battery and your fuse boxes. Yeah, believe it or not, you got fuse boxes underneath the floor as well on the passenger side, next to the battery component compartment that will corrode out. And the bad thing about this is when you have flood damage or flooded vehicle, everything's going to be working, and then at some point it's going to fail. It's going to become intermittent. It's not going to work sometimes. When it rains, it's going to be, you know, flaky. It's going to work. Your seats, for example, your power seats, they're not going to function all the time. You have airbags that are inside of these seats that are triggered by a sensor. So in the event of a crash, your airbags may not deploy when they should. A lot of these airbags are not just programmed to deploy at full impact anymore. They're you know, they're censored, they're pressured, they're gauged, they're made to deploy based on how fast the vehicle was going, how fast the impact or how hard the impact is. They're variable in their deployment. And if they're corroded out, none of that stuff can work. Or it may work, or it may work when you don't want it to. So these are just some of the things, ladies and gentlemen, that can go wrong on a car that's been flooded. And there's nothing harder to fix or troubleshoot than an intermittent problem. These cars are highly computerized. They send a lot of their signals through fiber optic cable, and at the end of these fiber optic connection points are electrical LED/laser components that will, you know, they'll rust out, they'll short out, they will work intermittently, and you'll just have nightmares with these cars. So stay away from these cars. Do not buy a vehicle from a flooded area. A lot of these will not be stamped as flood. Some of them will be, and there's a market for flooded vehicles. Some guys, you know, they specialize in buying flooded cars, sending them overseas. Some of them sell them as just salvage titled. But beware, stay away from them, and I hope this video finds you in time before you've made the costly mistake. Keith from iRepair Autos, just a news alert. Please share, subscribe, and if you like this video, like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.